Hi, my name is Dan Nunes and my role in the production of our music video was editor and camera person.
Hello, I'm Toby. My role within our production was to be the main performer in our music video. I also acted as a co-director, helping with various shots and things we needed for the production.
Hi, my name is Josh Hollyoak. My role during the production was photographer, director and also a cameraman.
During this evaluation, we'll be answering 4 questions in relation to the research, planning, production and evaluation of our A2 media project.
Throughout the planning stage of our music video production, we were influenced by a number of different music videos, such include Naughty Boy's La La La, Kendrick Lamar's Swimming Pools. We believe that a performance-based music video would be best suited for us because we were influenced by a lot of previous music videos, like performance style, and we thought that this would influence us a lot and gave us lots of ideas.
Our overall biggest influence was Justin Timberlake's official video of Suit and Tie, where multiple shots are used between performing on stage and in a recording studio. The shots and framing techniques used within the official Suit and Tie video gave us inspiration to which we used to complement the performance style of our video, as this was something that we believed we could easily achieve within the building that we filmed in. Additionally, Kendrick Lamar's Swimming Pools would not have worked either, because our main performer did not have an African American sort of tone to the voice, which would not have made sense in our production.
When it came down to the print artefacts, such as the album cover and the album posters, which would be used to promote these music videos, we've utilised many codes and conventions which are used within print artefacts in the music industry. Such examples include our album cover, in which many album covers feature artists and band members predominantly on the front cover. We believe that this allows the audience to identify the artist and is a complement to the advertising of the album cover. Another convention of the album cover, which we have used creating our print artifacts, is a large and bold album title with the artist name. This allows the audience to identify the album name and the artist who has created it.
During the editing stage of the music video production, we added cinematic black bars to the music video, as we saw this on many other music videos and we thought that this technique would be quite useful to add a cinematic look to our music video.
To enhance the creativity of our music video, an idea we had from Kendrick Lamar's Poetic Justice was an idea about superimposition, where we had one shot blended in with another shot.
Whilst in the recording studio, we recorded 2 different angles of Toby performing. During the editing of the production, we added a long cross-fade transition to superimpose the 2 shots together.
After watching many hip-hop and rap videos, we thought that the shots used, where they flick between 2 different frames, could be quite useful within our production. So we included this within the later stages of the music video, as we thought this would create a nice contrast between the more chilled out sort of music Justin Timberlake makes and switching up a little bit with a little hip hop twist, and we thought this looked quite effective.
Another influence our media product benefited from was from a different Justin Timberlake song, Mirrors. Similar to Suit and Tie, Mirrors incorporates the title of what the song talks about, such as mirrors. It was the use of the mirrors in the music video that influenced us to incorporate the mirrors into our own music video, as they use various mirror shots to enhance the narrative of the music video. We used mirrors in our video to develop the creativity of the video, and by creating multiple reflections by boxing the mirrors, it enhanced the performance aspect of our video.
As a group, we understand that to get the highest grade possible, we needed to include more colour correction to our product, as the black and white colour correction the whole way through just wouldn't work properly. So we added standout colour corrections to some of the more darker and dull shots. We believe that this original black and white colour correction added a more vintage feel to the overall music video.
However, we juxtaposed this darker colour correction with a standout red and blue tint colour corrections, which oversaturates the colours which were used in later raw footage. This idea influenced the official music video of Kendrick Lamar's Swimming Pools, where a red colour correction is used to present a party atmosphere, and we believe this added to a more modern club feel for our music video production.
in our music video, we wanted to develop another real convention of media. From watching the lyric video of Justin Timberlake's Suit and Tie, where it has all the lyrics on screen while he performs the video instead of the actual official video of it, one idea we took away from that video was to incorporate a clicking sort of text coming on screen while there's a breakdown in the music and the performer, with me, starts clicking on the video. The reason for this being is that without the clicking coming up on the screen, we felt that it would be a bit bland, and we wanted to add that clicking on screen to make it more vibrant, more creative, just to make sure every little aspect of the music video was done to such a creative potential.
Another feature which we saw on other music videos, especially on music channels such as MTV and the chart shows, was the music video logos in the corners. And after conducting a little research and some audience feedback, we figured out that the best place to put the music channel logo would be in the top right corner. So instead of using MTV's logo, which would obviously include copyright issues, we decided to create our own music channel logo called Fusion Music. Thus decided to create the new logo and obviously the opening intro, which would be usually featured on other music channels.
Also, as Timberlake's song Suit and Tie is a R&B genre, usually R&B songs have a storyline or a narrative behind the music videos, whereas ours is just purely performance based.
Our first print artifact, which was the album cover, followed the conventions which we used in our main product, as it features the black and white colour correction and tint which were used within the recording studio scenes of the actual music video. We positioned Toby in the centre of the screen, as this gives him a more predominant role, and he's used in major conventions of album covers, so we thought that we would utilise this within our print artifact.
The reason it's effective is because it draws everybody's attention to Toby, because he's in the centre and he's the main thing that everybody is focusing on. The other reason why it was important to include black and white on both our print artefacts and also in the video was because by doing this you're establishing a relationship between the two.
Yeah, it's creating that continuity between them both.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
So, I feel costume was probably the biggest continuity elements that we could portray between both the print artifact and the actual video. You know, it was easy for us because throughout in the music video, I changed from a full suit to a more half suit and relaxed attire.
And the waistcoat. Yeah.
And obviously, because this being our uniform for the building that we record in, it also complements the name of the song we did, Suit and Tie. So there was actually no need to actually change costume.
However, we didn't stick with the full suit on the front of the music cover, on the album cover, because the album's obviously not called Suit and Tie, so it wouldn't fit in with the album cover with having him in suit and tie, as this isn't necessarily the main song on the album, as the song's called The 2020 Experience. So we decided to mix it up a little bit and have a half relaxed suit, just with the waistcoat and that. Incorporating the text was another aspect that we used more in the video and print artifacts. In the video, we edited the part with a click, and we used this to emphasise the creativity of the video, whereas additional text in the album artworks ultimately generated appeal towards the album itself. We used large text, and so this stood out, and I feel that this would grab the audience's attention, as they'll be able to see the name of the artist and the album title, which is also a convention used within many print artifacts in the music industry now.
Mm.
Yeah, the way it was done on the print artifact, similar to the way it was done in the actual music video, when the click and the text would come up, there'd be various pictures. Say there was a frame of a guitar, and then some lyrics of a different Justin Timberlake song in the album. Well, I think it was Mirrors, and it's got the words printed around the whole of the guitar, and that's simulating the creativity of the actual click coming up on screen.
We added the lyrics from the song onto the artwork.
Also, I think that it was important that we include the colour of our font was mainly black and white, which sticks to and relates to both our print artifacts and the production itself, being as you know, when the click appears, the writing on there, that's white, and there's black and white scenes within our production and our print artifacts. So I think it was important to keep our text black and white.
Yeah, however, we made like the text stand out a bit more. We changed the colour, so obviously it didn't contrast too much with the background of the print artifacts and the album cover.
Yeah.
So for the album poster, we stuck to codes and conventions. Obviously, as we had the large text on the background, we included a QR code, which we believe that this would be featured mostly in magazines and stuff now, because it's just quicker and easier to go straight to iTunes or something, so you can easily look at the album quickly and efficiently. Along with this, we've also got the price of the album and like saying to download it on our iTunes, so you can go there. We've also got a few reviews, like ratings of the album, which would usually predominantly be on the album poster to promote how good the album actually is. Additionally, we've also got the picture of what the album cover looks like in the bottom right corner, and we feel that this would also be an important thing on an album poster, as it gives the audience or the viewer who's looking at the artwork what the actual album cover looks like, so they can identify it and pick it up if they want to.
We gathered our feedback by constructing a feedback sheet that we gave to each member of our class. Despite it only being a small class, we still got a sufficient amount of feedback for us to take notes on.
Our feedback, I think you both agree on that it consisted of mostly good and excellent feedback. There was a few areas which were suggested in which we could improve. However, as an overall, I would say, and I think my group would agree with me, that our feedback was really to a really good standard, really high standard.
It was really positive feedback.
There was a few minor issues, like the framing of the shots, mise en scene. We had one or two people saying the music wasn't excellent, but that's people's opinions. But from our point of view, I think the feedback was really good.
Yeah, and on the note of the framing of the shot, we didn't really notice this until the end because we added the black bars to make the cinematic look, which kind of shortened the frame a little bit, which we'll take into account next time.
Also, some other feedback that we got was that some of the fonts that we used for the text weren't the easiest to read out. We took this on board and we've made a few minor adjustments.
One piece of feedback that we did get was a lot of the shots seemed repetitive. Even though this is understandable, we decided not to act against this, because we know from our research from other performance style music videos that shots are often repeated, and even though we did try to diverse our shots the best we could, it still may have been repetitive, but overall we're not acting against that.
Also, one thing that we gathered from our feedback was that audience think that we follow the codes and conventions really well, and we stuck to the stereotype of this type of music video, which was really good because that's what we was aiming for. We was aiming for a performance-based music video, so we're really pleased with that and the audience feedback that we was given.
Yeah, again on the note about the audience not liking the music that much, we couldn't really change the song because obviously it's an official music video and the piece, so we couldn't really change the song that much. We did in fact shorten it and we took out the rapping part, because we didn't feel that this would fit in with the actors that we would have had lined up.
One media technology that we found essential towards our project was the use of the internet, or more specifically YouTube. Without YouTube, our music video ideas would have been severely limited. Our use of YouTube varied quite a bit. We looked through many different genres and many different performance styles, and we basically went through every kind of music video genre we could find until we settled on one that we preferred, in which ultimately concluded in our Justin Timberlake Suit and Tie performance style music video.
YouTube is also where we found many of our influences throughout our media product, such as where we looked at Justin Timberlake's mirrors, where we use the mirrors in our product, such as where there's red lighting in Kendrick Lamar's swimming pools. YouTube was vital in our influences in our A2 Media project. I also think that one really piece of important technology was Google. The reason I think it's important is because I think this is where we conducted most of our research, where we used our blogs, it's where we looked for codes and conventions.
Ultimately, we use Google to look for the codes and conventions of music videos and in the different types of genres. This helped us plan and research different types of music for our production, as we could see what codes and conventions were ultimately used within other music videos, and then we could apply that to our production.
I also think that music video channels such as MTV, BBC Music, Fort Music, they also played a vital role in looking for our codes and conventions and different genres of music. Also, I think they helped us they inspired us and also helped us to, sort of gain an understanding of what music channels are all about, and this helped us to create our music video logo, which is Fusion Music, which you see at the start of the product.
We also placed this logo in the top right corner, which we've already talked about. This was also another code and convention which was used.
Obviously, we needed to document this research that we've been finding out. Ultimately, we did this on Microsoft Word. Although we did use our separate research on our own Microsoft Word, but at the end of it all, we all mashed it onto one big Word document. So it was easy to come back and forth to our planning and our production.
This was then uploaded to a blog site called Blogger, which is run by Google. This was a major part of our planning because it allowed us to store all our work into one area and make it look neat and effective. It was also in order, in chronological order, so we could see when it was done, and it shows a progression of what we've done.
Yeah, it's also quick to flick between each post, so we can see where we are, what we need to improve, like other things which we need to include into the production. And due to this website, it was very, very, very helpful to aid us in them.
Obviously, we were not able to construct a music video without a recording device. For this, we primarily used a Sony HD video camera recorder, with obviously tripods to stand them on. We did use more than one camera, so we were able to gather more diverse shots and thus put the editing together more effectively.
We also decided that we would have to use a digital SLR camera to create our print artifacts. The reasoning for this is because it gives off a better picture than taking cuts or print screens from the actual production. I think it shows another different side, and I think it gives a clearer picture, which makes it look more professional. Also, green screen was used. This was used so we could drop background into the back of the print artifacts. We could also, merge two of Toby together. Basically, it gave us more room to be more creative with our print artifacts.
Yeah, definitely with the digital SLR camera, it gave better quality, which was obviously a lot better when editing the print artifact. And on the note of the green screen, we use this mainly for the back cover of our album to give like an image of Toby looking off into the distance somewhere, which kind of fits in with the album title, as it's called the 2020 Experience, and we wanted to add a unique twist on that album title name, which we included on the back cover.
To remove the green screen from the video clips and pictures which we had collected, we added the clips into After Effects. From here, we used a tool called Keylight, which keyed out the colour green from the picture and videos, just leaving behind Toby on the screen. To get this perfect, we had to mess around with the tolerance and feathering until we had completely removed the green screen. For example, with the back cover, we were able to key out the green screen and then put the picture into Photoshop. We then were able to collect a picture from deviantart.com, and under free stock images we found a picture of like a city in the distance. We were then able to put this behind Toby so it made him look like he was looking off into the distance.
After collecting all the footage with the Sony HD cameras, we added all the clips into a separate folder on the Macs. From here, we imported all the clips into Adobe Premiere, where we continued to construct the basic structure of the music video. We also included effects such as transitions and the syncing of all the clips to the music and the beats, which added a professional touch to the music video. We also added the colour correction to the certain shots, including the black and white colour correction, the red tint and the blue tint. We dragged fast colour correction onto the clips that we wanted to add either a black and white colour correction, red or blue tints. For example, with the black and white colour correction, we raised the black and grey levels and completely reduced the saturation of colour to remove it from the clip. We did this instead of using a general black and white filter, as increasing the grey and black levels gave more depth and more highlights to the clips, which added to the more vintage feel of the music video. From here, once the whole music video had been finished, we poured sections into Adobe After Effects, where we added the effects such as the TV sync. We also added post-production effects such as the black bars to add the cinematic look to the music video. We also included motion tracking through After Effects at the very beginning of the music video, saying the name of the song and the artist. This adds a more unique and professional look to the music video, and it's kind of going against conventions, as it's not really seen that much in music videos, more a short film.
Also, Photoshop was used to edit our print artifacts. This was used to do things such as touch-ups, drop backgrounds in. It was used basically to make our print artifacts look more professional.
For the construction of our music distributor's logo, Dan had to use a program at his house instead of the programs that we use here on the Macs in school. This program was called Cinema 4D, and what this allowed was the animation of our music logo to become 3D, and there's a lot more creative in other music logos that you've seen.
Yes, there's also a convention used within most music video channels, as they usually have their adverts just before a music video is played or in between music videos. We thought that this touch would look quite professional in front of our music video.
During the evaluation that we are currently undergoing, we decided to use the Sony HD video recorder. The reason for this being that it's a simple device that is effective and easy to use. This allows us to create and record the video that we are currently making, and it allows us to record it in an effective way and also an easy way.
Yeah, it also allows us to record our comments and opinions on our music video production and display it back to you.
We found this camera easier to use than, say, the previously mentioned digital SLR camera, as it's the Sony HD camera is a lot more small and easy to put on a tripod, rather than the big digital DSLR camera being unstable and unable to capture the frame as easily. To complement the creativity of the evaluation that we're making, and to stray away from just doing a voiceover with images on screen, we decided to do both at the same time, where you can see us interact with you as well as images being displayed on screen. We did this through a green screen used behind us, as it enabled us to put images behind us while we spoke to you.
This is the end of our evaluation. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.